teenagers. Never mind. I'll draw a mid-sized sedan driving off the cliff.
I don't think that's a sedan. Why did you outline it in blue and why are you coloring it black?
That's a good question. It's an artistic choice.
See, you don't have artistic choices. There must be art involved. And a little dead doggy.
And a little... they didn't really do much with the dead dog. I think they should have greatly shown the dog dying.
I think you're a sick person. I don't know how to tell dogs. This is nothing. I'm just gonna...
That is the worst.
Okay, that isn't even a sedan!
That's a perfectly... Okay, that is... You can clearly tell that's a car. That looks like a deformed Pikachu. Sorry. I'm pretty proud of that, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I know work.
I don't think that's true. Hello everyone, this is actually Carter from the future. I'm here from the future, and I just wanted to let you guys know that first off, I completely forgot to introduce this my friend right here, Rachel. Everyone say hi. Good job. And second off, I just also want to say, for some reason, I cannot film intros around my friends because for some reason I just get super awkward. I have no idea why. But yeah, I just wanted to come in here and let you guys know that. So now let's watch Carter, and hopefully he doesn't say anything awkward or cringy, in this intro. So, come on, Carter, don't let me down. What's up, everybody? Fam squad. And once again, you failed. You done fricked up, Carter. Just abort the joke. We just got back from seeing M. Night Shyamalan's brand new film, Old. My personal most anticipated movie of the entire year, and it was an experience, I would say. How did you feel about the movie?
Okay, considering the fact that I couldn't watch half of it because it was absolutely disgusting.
I will say one thing that I will give M. Night credit for is that the movie is PG-13, but they got away with a lot. I heard a lot of people say it should have been R-rated, but I feel like the movie was pretty disturbing already without the R rating.
Yeah.
So there just wasn't too much blood, other than the part where they're
No, and the part where the one dude's getting stabbed to death.
Oh, that's true.
And that one part where the guy is melting.
Oh yeah, he's Okay, what was your favorite scene of the movie?
The end where they stopped dying gruesomely.
Okay.
That was a great part. That was absolutely amazing.
And the Rotten Tomatoes score was 54%, which means much like a lot of other Shyamalan movies, this movie's extremely split. I heard that some people thought it was the most hilarious movie they'd seen all year, and they laughed walking out of the theater. And then another group of people are this is the most disturbing movie I've seen in a while.
How was that funny?
There was a group of kids in front of us that were dying laughing.
They're demented.
And they're gonna grow up to be serial killers.
Yes, they are. They really are. See, they were laughing when the cute lady who's really full of herself has a calcium deficiency.
That's hilarious.
Actually, we drew her. Would you like to see what she looks like? She looks like this. I don't think people are supposed to look like that.
No, they're typically not.
Typically.
So I was really, really excited for this movie. And I will say that it's not my favorite movie I've seen this year, but I didn't leave disappointed like a lot of people did.
I left scarred emotionally. It was a good movie. It's just, there's not a single break.
From the parts you saw, because the rest you were
because I couldn't watch it, because it was incredibly gruesome. When the movie started to pick up, there was not a single break till the very end.
I really enjoyed how it was paced. I guess some people might say that it was paced badly because it was so fast, but I enjoyed it because it was literally non-stop. It was there was never a moment of peace.
I didn't enjoy that. No, and they also were happening simultaneously. It would cut back from one person dying gruesomely into another person trying to murder somebody gruesomely, and it would just go back and forth, and there was not a single break. And that's why I couldn't watch. It was a good movie. I will give it that.
I love how you go on rants about I absolutely hated this. But it was a good movie. I liked it.
It was a good movie. It's just it was a little bit emotionally scarring.
I think I will actually end up becoming a defender of this movie. It's not perfect, and it's not going to be my favorite movie of the year, but I will defend this movie. Because I felt it's got a lot of weird to it, but I felt the creativity and the creepiness was 100% there. Really disturbing Shyamalan. Okay, but before I go into my positives on it, where I'm defending it, I do want to talk about one thing. As much as Shyamalan is a great director, he made a lot of weird choices with the camera in this movie. There's times when the blocking is really brilliant, and then there's other times. Hold on.
Are we getting a demonstration?
Yeah.
What?
So there's other times where Shyamalan would just, he would basically just the camera would be right here, and there would just be someone right there, and he would be this is art. This is cinematography. and I don't know. I didn't really connect with that when they were cutting open the girl.
Yeah, stop doing that. Stop doing that, please.
and when they stick their fingers in.
Stop. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. When they do that, the camera is like, it has like one head right here, and like one right there, and like it's zooming in the middle, and it's like cutting off their faces. I have no idea what he was thinking. It's a really ugly shot. When I saw Glass, he is a master behind the camera in Glass. There's so many like great shots in it. And this one definitely had a lot, but there were times when I just felt like he was almost trying to be like too stylistic to the point where it was just kind of ugly.
Yeah, there were a few that were like kind of hard to follow with your eyes just because it was like going around so fast. But I feel like in some ways, the scenes that were more like that just kind of added to the feel that they like, something was wrong, but they didn't know what it was yet.
Also, I have to demonstrate something again.
Oh, another demonstration.
Yeah.
Wonder what this could be.
So there's a part where, like, this is something else I didn't like, because I heard people complain that the camera was too close to their face sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it would cut to, like, let's say that you're just talking.
Oh, yeah, I'm just talking. I'm just chilling,
You're just talking.
Yeah, I'm just talking, yeah.
She's talking.
Oh, yeah.
And then it would cut to the other little boy, and then his face would be, like, here. And then, like, the other person would cut back.
Oh, yeah, I'm just still talking, because I just never stop talking.
And they're, like, a decent bit away from the camera. And then they cut back to the little boy, and he's like right here. I don't really know what they were thinking there. You know that when M. Night Shyamalan was writing this film, like when he thought of the baby being born, he probably like jumped out of the scene with like, yes!
This is a great idea!
He's like, this is horrifying.
Yeah, absolutely one of the most unsettling things in the entire movie.
He like runs upstairs and shows it to his wife, and she's like,
she's like, honey, do you need like help?
The scene leading up to the baby was uncomfy.
Awkward.
But also, I don't know like how you could have handled it better. But
yeah. How about
I kind of expected the boy to just go like, my hormones are driving me crazy. What did you think about the acting? Because it was a little bit mixed. I feel like.
It was a little bit mixed, but the thing is, they were all going crazy.
But like I felt like it got better when they went crazy. But like at first, it was really clunky.
Yeah, it was a little bit. Well, there were a few people that were like, "Yeah, that's good," but like, and some people were a little bit awkward.
Like the girl when she was having the epilepsy, and the guy's like, "I'm doctor. Hi, my name is Jared,
and I am nurse, and I got this.
Yeah,
and this is wife epilepsy. She's good."
No, but the guy, even though like he was playing a jerk, the doctor did such a good job. Like he was like so good at being like a jerk and then also being really scary and like unsettling when he was like losing his mind a little bit.
It was really unsettling to see this guy go, because it starts like slow, because all of their like medical problems are like progressing, and so this one lady has a tumor and it grows like the size of a baseball, and so this doctor has to like remove the tumor or she's gonna die. But the entire time he I'm trying to talk.
Sorry.
Thank you. You didn't let me finish. Jeez.
Sorry. Continue. Sorry. Continue.
Just wanted to make sure you're done.
I'm done.
Are you sure?
I'm done.
Put your hands on the table. And stop making the noise. Okay, so I can see you thinking about it.
Okay, maybe I was.
But so this guy is trying to like cut the tumor out of this lady. And he's, pretty smart dude. He's like a surgeon, chief of medical, whatever thingies in a hospital. And he's like trying to cut the tumor out of this lady so she doesn't die. You can move your hands now. You're welcome.
As much as you really hated this scene, I think the best part of the film, or definitely the highlight of terror.
Oh, that was the highlight of terror. I will 100%
is when the guy crawls up and they're fighting on the beach with a knife, and that's mixed with them in the cave with the girl. I feel like the part with the girl, that's like the part where I could understand. It's like there's a really weird thing where like you could almost find it so silly that it's funny, or you could also find it really creepy.
I just found it creepy because by the end she looked like a crumpled piece of paper and she just died. And then like it's a really creepy concept to think about, like since time is accelerated, when her arm would snap,
it would heal instantly.
Immediately.
Plus, like she's just like.
Yeah, exactly like our drawing back there.
I will say like this is like a movie where I felt like they took a concept and they kind of used it in every way.
Every single possible way.
Like there's a lot of stuff where I'm just like they used it to like its full potential. Like even I think what was a great idea was even making it involve the sicknesses and stuff. Because then just getting older, there's like still stuff you can do with that.
It's still scary.
But adding the mental and diseases into it, now it's like their diseases are getting worse really quickly. And like that's pretty interesting.
And it was really unsettling to watch because you don't usually see people with like that much progression of different diseases.
But the weird thing is, there were so many scenes in this movie that were really surprising. But yet, I called the twist, like, from the very start. But it's weird, though, because there was a lot of, like, surprises in this movie.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere, like you said, like, mid-sized sedan, out of nowhere gets killed. Like, no one was expecting that.
Yeah.
sedan.
I love that name so much.
What do you think his songs were like? In my mid-sized sedan, red light, I ran. As soon as they both started talking about mental illness, I was like, they're put on this. I literally whispered to you, I was like, they're put on this beach to be tested.
Yeah, you did say that pretty early on, incredibly. Like, I didn't really notice it because I wasn't really paying attention to that kind of thing. Yeah. I was just kind of dreading the scene where she gets pregnant because she showed it in the trailer, and it was just like, ooh, and I was like, ooh. Yeah, so that wasn't very fun for me.
I was way ahead of the twist, and that didn't ruin it for me because I don't want to be like, oh, all Shyamalan movies have to have this mind-blowing he was dead the whole time twist that to make it good, because I actually really like this movie. I don't know how they could have made it more hidden, but like I just feel like it wasn't as surprising as it was supposed to be.
I feel like they shouldn't have just outright said they're meant, because the calcium deficient lady said it first scene she was in. They already hinted that the mom had cancer, and then the lady with a seizure had right when she got there.
There was one part though where they were talking about well, maybe if we walk through the cave for like 20 hours straight, taking a step by step. I was like, are they actually gonna do that in the movie?
Yeah, I was like, that seems a little bit.
I was about to say that's gonna be a really exciting movie, just seeing them like.
And then just 8 to 10 hours. Another 8 to 10 hours, yeah.
Going back to like the baby scene, the guy when he like walks up, because like okay. Do you think when he walks up with like the smile on his face, that was supposed to be funny, right?
Yeah, it was a little funny.
No, there were times when it was like, is Shyamalan trying to be funny and also unsettling? Because there was a lot of times in this movie where I was like,
no, yeah, because I feel like that kind of added to the movie. You're kind of laughing and kind of happy. It's a funny scene, and then just drops all the way to this baby just died within a minute of being born, had absolutely no chance at life, and it was just really, it kind of added to how emotionally involved you were in the movie. I was cried, actually, because I was like, no, this poor little baby.
Actually, another part that I thought Shyamalan did really good is the scene where the guy picks up the thing and goes to bury the baby. That's even another like great just like little idea from Shyamalan. Like, she never let go of the baby, and
she never got to see her baby even open her eyes. Like it just died immediately. Yeah. And then eventually the baby's like dad has to come over, and she's like, it's time to the baby needs to rest.
Yeah. But like the way the camera gets to the side, you can just see the bones inside the blanket.
I know,
that's like that's really strong emotions from Shyamalan.
It is.
People are always like Shyamalan isn't good at writing human characters, and I will agree that like there's some like clunky bit of like dialogue and stuff. Yeah. But I will say like parts like that are extremely human. Oh yeah, but also the reason I brought back up the baby thing is the guy beside me in the theater, when the guy's walking back and he's holding the hand of the girl and she's pregnant, the guy beside me just went, he looks so proud.
He probably, oh my gosh, it's this 6-year-old
Mom,
kid.
guess what I did?
Guess what I did today, Mommy? I'm gonna be a dad. Not for long, but for like 2 minutes.
Probably my favorite like emotional scene was when they just had the final family there and they were just all sitting on the beach. I don't know, the way the husband and the mom kind of rebonded actually.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Because like they were kind of like at a little bit of a divide. Then like even like him losing his sight, her losing his hearing, but then like they just sit together and like you watch them like pass away. Like that's like really emotional and good writing. And then also her singing again, which was a callback
that was
earlier.
So cute.
It's really good.
Because her mom had said that she wanted to hear her voice when she was older.
Which
and that's like
I knew as soon as she said that, I was like, you're going to. I figured.
Yeah, it was just so sweet because like this before like this mom like dies, she gets to have this like one thing again, and it was so cute. I would consider that the most chill scene in the movie. Yeah. Even though 2 people died. That's just an accurate
That's so true, though.
Yeah, an accurate representation of how this movie went. The most chill scene was the parents dying.
That's so true, though. When 2 characters die in this movie, it's like, oh, that's so relaxing.
So
what a relief.
What a relief.
What a relief. Only 2. Another thing that going back to like that beach scene, something I really liked is the makeup on the beach scene. Like there was like a part where like they cut back to the wife, and I was like, oh my gosh, she actually started to look like a grandma. You know what I mean? It was
because that's just really interesting.
And it's like not even like in like a way where they outright showed it, but it was like subtly you start to notice like the characters actually had more wrinkles and
like they were actually, and it wasn't like because it was more subtle, so you only noticed it like a while down the road. You didn't notice it until it progressed a good amount, because like that it was so subtle the fact that they were aging that you didn't notice it until they were about to die.
Yeah, I will say it's not my favorite movie of the year. Maybe it'll grow on me.
Oh yeah, Fast and Furious 9 was my favorite movie of the year. Except family couldn't have saved them, just saying.
I agree. The script is pretty clunky dialogue-wise. I think dialogue was pretty weak.
Dialogue was more sometimes funny because there's this one scene with the therapist lady. Oh my gosh, I loved the therapist lady. She was really funny. Something traumatic would happen, and then she'd be like, "Let's just talk about this, guys."
So I went into Old, most anticipated movie of the year, and I was like, maybe it's gonna really disappoint me. But I've been waiting for Shyamalan. Like, I feel like this is the return to form of Shyamalan, going back to like an original concept that's just really creepy and unsettling. I feel like he took that concept and he ran with it, and he did some really unsettling, creepy, and creative stuff that I thought was really, really great. And I agree that like the script, dialogue-wise, was really clunky. But I felt like the story, the way it was paced, and like writing-wise of never a dull moment, always scary, I think he absolutely nailed that. And I agree that some parts were like a little bit like awkward and stuff, but I feel like that maybe was probably intentional, because just the whole concept of you getting old fast could lead to like some awkward stuff.
Just a little bit.
So I walked out of it just being like, I will defend this movie. It's not my favorite Shyamalan movie, but I say I will defend this movie, and I would recommend seeing it, and I really liked it. So that's my final thoughts on it.
Even though we spoiled the entire movie for everyone.
I did?
We did. Go see it,
that's
definitely.
true. Well, this is, well, I guess they've already seen it, but this would be a spoiler review, so they've already seen it.
Watch it again.
Watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch that again.
Yeah, I feel like the only negatives I would have to the movie were
too disturbing.
Too disturbing. But I feel like
so that means he did his job.
Yeah, but that would mean that the movie was actually really good because he did exactly what he was intending to do. So I think that would actually just be a positive. Mm-hmm. I just was incredibly disturbed, but that also made it a really good movie. There's some awkward dialogue, which is why he mostly stuck to just everyone dying. I feel like because that seemed to be the strong point of the movie.
But I really enjoyed this movie, and I thought the concept was like a great Shyamalan concept, and he executed it
too well, actually.
He executed it perfectly in like using it to its fullest concept wise. I just would say the script was clunky, and that was my main complaint.
I would agree.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of I Do Have Friends That Aren't Gingers. I just don't show them in videos.
Another episode of Carter forgot to tell everyone who I am.
This is Rachel.
Barbecue sauce.
And she's barbecue sauce.
Yeah. You know what that means?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They don't know.
That means I'm your girlfriend.
Oh, well, I was gonna say they don't know what barbecue sauce means.
I should tell you, shouldn't I?
Yeah, let me go turn off the camera before you can do that.
Okay, well, there was this one time that they were bowling,